everyone, this is Claire with Local Tasting Tours. This summer I'm leading the Somo Tour in downtown Halifax. Today we are at Indochine Banh Mi, sampling some lovely fare. We're on South Park Street in Halifax, and I'm here with Liz Smith, the owner of Indochine, and our guests today are Crystal and Adriana from Argyle Fine Art. And so we're going to chat with all of them a little bit, and we're going to sample some of this delicious food that is sitting here in front of us. So Liz, do you want to tell us a bit about what we have here and what we're about to sample, these beautiful sandwiches?
Well, we have a couple of different Banh Mi sandwiches. We have the pork meatball, which is made in-house with lean ground local pork, fresh Thai basil, garlic, a little bit of fish sauce. So it's a really traditional style filling for the sandwich, and we're serving it on a white crusty French baguette. And we top all of our sandwiches with our house-made citrus mayonnaise, cucumber, pickled carrot and daikon, which is a mild radish, hot bird's eye chilies, and of course topped with cilantro. And the lemon chicken we're trying today on a multi-grain baguette. And I should mention that our baguettes are provided by a local organic bakery, local source. And the lemon chicken has the same toppings as the pork meatball, but it's chicken breast that we cut in-house and marinate in our own lemongrass marinade. So we're sampling a variety of the bubble tea. It's made with frozen fruit and unsweetened fruit juice and the tapioca pearls for the bubbles.
This is so great. I don't know if I've ever had bubble tea. So the tapioca pearls are at the bottom. It seems quite unique. So I just want to ask you two, Crystal and Adriana, a bit about your work at the gallery. Argyle Fine Art is on Barrington Street in Halifax.
Business has actually been in business for 13 years as of this July.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You have just a really wide variety of amazing eclectic art. I noticed you have jewelry and like the drinking glasses by Kyla Francis, and down in the basement those screen printed Yo Rodeo prints.
Yeah, they're 3D, so they come, of course, with 3D glasses, and then you can see them in their full three-dimensionality.
You have shows where artists will exhibit for a certain amount of time, and you've always got a selection of various kinds of media.
We have certain artists that we work with on a regular basis, so we're sort of kind of working with them throughout the year. We plan fairly far ahead. We always like to leave a lot of room for flexibility and some fun because new artists appear. Every year we have a show called Pre-Shrunk, which is a miniature show. It's open to any artist. The only criteria is that they work on a small board canvas, 4 inches by 5 inches. They're all priced exactly the same, so it really just sort of evens the playing field for every artist, whether emerging or established. So it's a lot of fun, and we meet a lot of new artists that way. In fact, we've met some of our main artists like that. And we do showcase work around the city. We actually just put an installation of work up at the mayor's office, so we're going to be doing that on a regular basis as well.
But most of what you've got, I imagine, is either Halifax or Nova Scotia artists, yeah?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, we have such a great pool to draw from. There's such a great variety of local artists that it's really easy to pull from that. We definitely like to keep things local. I'd say 90% of the artists that we represent are in province or in New Brunswick or PEI.
Maybe let's all try these sandwiches, and we can talk about how great they are, because I have no doubt. It's a bit spicy.
The little bird's eye chilies. Some customers order light chilies or no chilies if they're not used to that heat, but I find it kind of addicting. If you have it with the chilies, it might be a little bit of pain, but then you're like, oh, I kind of like that. I want to order it the next time.
What do you think, Crystal?
The cilantro seems to balance out the heat a little bit. It just kind of lightens it up. There's citrus in the mayonnaise. Very nice.
Yeah, it's absolutely delicious. This is a typical Vietnamese sandwich, and it's on a French baguette. Can you tell us just a bit about the history of this sandwich?
Sure. Well, the Banh Mi originated from the French colonizing Vietnam and introducing their bread in the form of a baguette and their mayonnaise, and then combining it with the Vietnamese flavors for the fillings. You would get marinades like satay and lemongrass, and then topped with Vietnamese-style pickled vegetables like the daikon and carrot, and then the cilantro and the chili.
The daikon is really sweet. It's a really nice touch with the heat and the savory meats and everything. It's really great. Should we try the chicken too? You also offer a number of other things. What else can we find on your menu here at Indochine?
We serve a couple of other traditional Vietnamese menu items, including noodle soup, the pho. We have chicken and vegetarian, and then we have the rice noodle bowls, or bun. And then we have a couple of fusion items, including the fusion salad box, which we recently introduced.
So it's a wide variety. I'm just trying this lemon chicken. Oh my God, it's so good. This is a nice connection with food. So you have this Musicians, Memories and Morsels, an East Coast Story cookbook that you, Adriana, were part of putting together. It's got recipes from local musicians across the province. I noticed such a variety. John Gracie, Lenny Gallant, Ryan McGrath, Shimon Walt, Kevin Corbett.
He's got a great recipe in there, Rich O'Coins. I think it's called Epic French Toast. Yeah, this is a really neat project. We asked 40 different types of musicians and artists, and we asked them what was their favorite food, and then a story behind it. Argyle Fine Art, at least in our past, when we had more space, we would actually host musical concerts and combine them with visual artists, where we'd invite artists to come to the show and they could sketch and draw.
Such a special thing. So we always ask our guests a couple questions to close up the podcast. Liz, do you have a favorite childhood food memory that you'd love to relate to us?
I do. My mother is a great cook. She still is. She's 81 and she still cooks. I think my favorite childhood memory, which I was able to relive this summer, was my mother's homemade wild strawberry icing that she would make and put on like a cake, and it's just so unique and delicious, and it has to be made with wild strawberries.
And so connected to where you are, too, with the wild strawberries. What about you two? A favorite childhood food memory?
I do a lot of baking at home, and my mom does too. But out of all the great baking that we do, my favorite childhood memory was this sort of birthday cake alternative that was very simply a Ritz cracker with a marshmallow on it with a piped face and a tray of them.
What about a local business that you guys like to support?
Basically, I just like going to the Halifax Seaport Market. You know, it's awesome to be able to support local businesses and for them to say, hey, how was your week? And really mean it and have conversations. So,
Crystal?
There's a lot of shops that we like to go to, but one that's really handy to us is Grimsmo, just a couple doors down from us, a neat spot.
Well, thank you all so very much. It's been a pleasure, and this food is so good. I'm here at Indochine having a great time with Liz Smith, the owner of Indochine, and Crystal and Adriana from Argyle Fine Art. This is Claire from Local Tasting Tours. Take a tour, take a bite out of Halifax.